listening to the Dangerous D and Philandering Phil show on South Leeds Community Radio.
Philandering Phil sounds like sex.
How about Dangerous D?
He smells like socks.
That's right, folks. You're listening to the Dangerous D and Philandering Phil show.
I'm Dangerous D.
I'm Philandering Phil. And together we're asking, before you enter the Palace of Wisdom, you have to decide.
Are you ready to rock, South Leeds?
Alright, and welcome back. That was The Blackout with a song called Start the Party. And they're playing at the Cockpit on Tuesday the 21st of January. Tickets for £11. Yeah, pretty rock and roll.
Sounded good.
Sounds good to me.
Nice rock and roll opener there.
Yeah, we've got a guest in the studio. We've actually got quite a few guests this week, haven't we?
Oh, yes. Well, we've got a session coming up by Step Stephenson and Matt Bentley, who were cool enough to come into the studio the other day and record some bits for us. We've got also our friend Rick here, who I think you can hear in the background opening up a can of lager.
Hello, introducing MC Cup of Tea, and it's really great to be here.
Jolly good. Anyway, so, any news for the week? I suppose...
I've heard tomorrow's happening tomorrow.
I believe you're correct on that one.
Rick's full of lots of wisdom. Yeah, so, we've got these two artists who we had in the studio. They were...
Steph Stephenson and Matt Bentley, who you'll be hearing a lot from later on. We've got a lengthy interview. I think, although you asked them questions like, what's your favourite colour and other such things. But find out what stay tuned in.
If you want to know what
Stick
their
with
favourite
station
colour
and
is,
find out what their favourite colour
If you're feeling
is.
like a glass of orange juice and walking around in circles, then you're in the right place, baby.
Yes.
Another piece of fine wisdom from Rick.
Yes.
Right. Okay, so what have we got up next, Phil?
Okay, coming up next, we've got a band called New Popes. They've got a song called Shake It On Down. And they're playing, Shake It On Down, by New Popes. They're playing at the Smokestack on Wednesday the 22nd of January. It's free entry, so go. Yeah. Again, even if they're rubbish, they're not rubbish, they're good, as you'll hear in a moment. It's free. Yeah. Go.
And it's new spelled N-U rather than N-E-W, isn't it?
Yes, N-U. Yes.
It's a cool way of spelling new.
It's a funky way.
The new way.
New way of new.
Yeah. It's a funky way. It suits them because they're funky.
Let's just get on
Listen
with
to this.
All right.
Say everything you've got. Say everything you've got. Come on. Say everything you've got. Come on, take now. Take everything you've got. Come on, take now. Take everything you've got. Come on, take now.
You're listening to the Dangerous D and Philandering Phil show on South Leeds Community Radio.
Que maña tú tienes, que te vas a arrepentir, que lleva la Habana vieja, después no quieres salir, que tomas una cerveza, después me pide un planchado, lo que estoy embullando me dejas abandonar. Oye, que maña tú que te vas a arrepentir, te lleva la Habana vieja, después no quieres salir, que tomas una cerveza, después me pide un planchado, ahora te vas con papito que vive del otro lado. Tú me dejaste planchado, tú me dejaste embarcado, y ahora te vas con papito que vive del otro lado. Tú me dejas enganchado, tú me dejas embarcada, oye, para ti malo eres, me dejaste abandonado, tú me dejaste enganchado, ahora te vas con papito que vive del otro lado. Tú te fuiste con la otra, porque tiene dinerito, ay, que más tú te comportas, como tú sabes, negrito. Tú me dejaste planchado, tú me dejaste embarcado, ahora te vas con papito que vive del otro lado. Vete, 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 vete de mi vida, a mí que yo no quiero verte, oye, mira mi amigo, ahora yo quiero tenerte. Tú me dejaste planchado, oye, mamá, tú me dejaste embarcado, ahora te vas con papito que vive del otro lado. Oye, tú me dejaste en la esquina desamparado, tú me dejaste abandonado, por eso papito mira, ahora te digo echa para allá, desamparado. Te fuiste con la otra porque tiene dinerito, oye, porque a ti te gusta vestir bonito, desamparado. Oye, y hasta comer sin trabajar, desamparado. Por eso conmigo papito mira, tú la tienes que guayar, desamparado. Oye, con el mambo tan sabroso,
All right, welcome back, folks. We've been arguing during that song who's going to do the outro because it's quite difficult to pronounce. But anyway, I've drawn the short straw, so that was Son Yambu. Or is it Son Yambu?
I think it's probably Son.
Son Yambu.
Yeah.
Son, yeah. Yeah, Cuban anyway, so yeah, Son Yambu. With a song called Me Dijaste
I think it's probably Me.
Enganchao.
I think it's probably Me Dijaste.
Yeah, Me Dijaste Enganchao. Me Dijaste Enganchao.
No disrespect to any Spanish listeners.
Oh, no.
We're struggling to pronounce it. So if any of you guys could ring in or phone in.
Then, yeah, that'd be much appreciated. You can correct us, drop us an email, anything. But yeah, I have actually been, I'm not too ignorant. I've been trying to look up the meaning, and I've found bits for Son and Yambu.
To be honest, he's been too busy dancing around the studio.
Anyway, Son,
get your clothes back
in
on,
this
really.
case, I'll put them on when I'm good and ready, alright? The song, anyway, comes from the song Cubano. And if my dodgy Wikipedia research is anything to go by,
that means
hopefully
Cuban.
it is. Cubana. Cubano, does mean Cuban.
That's Cubana.
You're good at this. You thought of like a master's degree in modern languages, so.
See.
Okay, see.
You can say see.
Yeah. That's Le Blanco for you.
Hablo no España, de puta madre.
I see. Anyway, so the song Cubano is a style of music that originated in Cuba and gained worldwide popularity in the 1930s. The song combines the structure and elements of Spanish canción and the Spanish guitar with African rhythms and percussion instruments of Bantu origin. The Cuban son is one of the most influential and widespread forms of Latin American music. Its derivatives and fusions, especially salsa, have spread across the world. So, there we go.
Yeah, well...
The show is educational.
Yeah, thanks for all that educational stuff. Dick Dangerous and Philandering Phil.
Is that what Vicky is going to go by now? Dick Dangerous? So. Oh, wait, we've already got Dangerous D. We've got too much danger.
A brother like Dick Dangerous.
Okay, so...
Dangerous D's better half. No. I go way back with Dangerous D, and we met through music and the love of music.
Yeah, you've got a famous older brother who you didn't want us to mention, haven't you? Which.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Anyway, what have we got next, Phil?
But anyway, enough about that maraca playing fiend. We'll move on. In fact, before we move on,
I'll introduce to you later who my famous brother is, but you've got to hold on tight and listen to the tunes, and we've got a surprise for you.
Yes, very much so. Anyway, I'll skip the definition of Yambu because is it Yambu? Jambo?
I've got.
Anyway,
I think it's probably Yambu, but I'm not sure.
Anyway, as we said at the start of the show, we did an interview and a few songs along with Steph Stephenson and Matt Bentley, two fine Leeds musicians, and we're going to play you the first part of that interview round about now. I'd explain more, but we explain it all in the interview anyway, so it seems kind of fruitless. And,
yeah.
Anyway,
shall we get on with it? Yeah.
Let's let them explain it in the interview.
Yeah. Just get on with it. Right.
Here it is.
Right, cheers.
Okay, we're joined. We're joined today by Steph Stephenson and, well, why don't you introduce yourselves?
I'm Steph Stephenson.
I'm Matt Bentley.
We're Steph and Matt, or Matt and Steph, or however you...
Steph and Matt, we'll stick to...
We're sticking to Steph and Matt for now.
Okay, so it's not Matt and Steph then?
No.
We put Steph first.
It's not MF, it's FM. Anyway, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, here comes my amazing interviewing technique. Tell us a bit about yourselves.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. Well, I'm Steph. I'm a singer-songwriter, and I'm from Home Firth. But I live in Leeds now with Matt, and I've got a new CD out at the moment, which is called Going Out Tomorrow.
Okay, brilliant. When was that recorded?
Well, we started recording it in 2012, so it's been quite a long time coming, a couple of years. So it's finally out, finally finished. I recorded it with Matt, and Matt's Matt's played on it with mandolin and sang on it and played electric guitar, that kind of thing. And we've recorded it with a producer called Rich Stevenson, no relation.
Same spelling though.
Yeah. Same PH spelling, yeah.
No V.
No,
Definitely PH.
But yeah, and I sing with Matt. And do you want to say something?
Yeah, I'll say something. So I'm Matt Bentley. So me and Steph are solo performers in our own rights, and that's kind of how we met, really. Well, that and Twitter. So
That's great for that kind of thing.
It is, yeah.
So is that how you originally met then, over Twitter?
No, we originally met at a gig back in about 2009 down at Subculture in Leeds, which is now sadly closed down. And then we played together in, was it 2010 or 2011?
2009.
No, but when we played together later at Milo.
Oh yeah, that was
that 11?
2010, I think.
2010.
Yeah.
Anyway, we met each other a couple of times, and then didn't see each other for ages, and then we were just tweeting backwards and forwards, and I got in touch with Steph, and we started going out on some dates. So we thought instead of being solo performers, we should get together and start playing.
Jamming.
Start playing songs together. So that was where Steph and Matt came from. So at the moment we're still writing our own songs, and then learning bits and pieces to back those songs up. So we've done 2 of my songs and 2 of Steph's songs, as you'll probably hear when you hear the recordings. So it's but we're starting to write together, and we're hoping to get like a joint CD out, because as Steph says, this CD that she's got out is hers. And I've performed on it, but we're hoping to get a Steph and Matt CD fairly soon.
Yeah, see, I've noticed that you've both got separate albums at the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a hangover from the fact that we were both solo artists, so we both still got our own songs. And then once, I think you're going to do an album, I'm going to do one more album, which then clears all our songs out of the way, and then it should just be stuff that we've written together after that.
Completely joint, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, we'll always just be Steph Stephenson and Matt Bentley, but
yeah, we're not going to stop.
Unless you change your names, of course.
That's true.
Steph and Matt, something like that.
Yeah. Well, we thought about a duo name, but we can't really think of anything at the moment. It seems natural, because we're singer-songwriters and we write about ourselves, that we're just us at the moment.
Steph and Matt sounds pretty cool. It works. Yeah.
It's sort of a super group, really. Well,
yeah, exactly.
Duo.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Super group.
Super group.
Yeah.
Super duo.
Yeah.
Super duo. Yeah.
The dynamic duo. I don't know. Superhero territory there.
Yeah. Dynamic duo. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, it has been done, hasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Was that Batman and Robin?
It was. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, it might be a bit misleading to audiences. Yeah, if you call
You could
yourself
wear
that.
capes.
True, but there'd be fights over which one of us was Batman. So,
Well,
You take it in turns.
yeah, true. That's true.
I'll film the fight. That could be entertaining. No, I didn't say that.
Well, Batman and Robin never fought each other, though.
I think it was one episode or something where one of them was brainwashed and turned evil. And
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
anyway, no worries. I think what we'll do right now is we'll have a listen to one of your songs.
Right, do you want to introduce it?
Oh, well, we'll do that in a moment.
You're listening to the Dangerous D and Philandering Phil show on South Leeds Community Radio.
Hello, I'm Steph Stephenson and I'm with Matt Bentley. And
Hello.
This is called Pollution.
Is it on your new EP?
Oh, it's on my new EP, Matt.
Might talk about that later.
1, 2, 3, 4. They say we're not the same. They draw a line and they divide. We're all hypnotized and bound by a system that we cannot hide from. No one listens and no one cares. Blame goes round They come up with one thing after another. Come up with one thing after another. Come up with one thing after another. Why do we need a miracle to be understanding? Why is it criminal to be sympathetic and low? I understand what you are, unforgiving. Hating hate is no solution, and the fire's still burning. You're keeping it burning, keeping it burning. You're keeping it burning, keeping it burning. Disparity, poverty, they live together, but whatever, they're destroying property like they never had any rise of the minority, cause they never felt free. Nobody can really see what started the fire. The mothers, the brothers, the others, the missing fathers. It must be the techno vibe kissing on the side, and nobody can hide from the greed. They planted a seed, but nobody taught them to read. And now they're rising, now it's simple. They add the kindle, they burn out the candle, cause they can't handle the truth. They blame the youth, there was never like that in my day. There was only one way, we never disobeyed. There's no solution, only pollution. So much confusion, only pollution. Fire's still burning. Keeping it burning, keeping it burning. Keeping it burning, keeping it burning. You're keeping it burning, keeping it burning. You're keeping it burning, keeping it burning.
Okay, that was Steph Stephenson and Matt Bentley with Pollution. Obviously, you've already heard a lot of the interview, and I hope you enjoyed it. I think my interview technique does need a little bit of sharpening up, though. Basically, starting an interview with the line, "So, tell us about yourselves," is maybe not, the proper sort of Jeremy Paxman way of doing it.
Well, it's not. It's not a current affairs programme, is it? It's far from it.
No. I'm no David Frost quite yet. But hey, I'll work on my interview technique, and as we've got more guests in over the coming weeks, I think we've got James Coley coming down on Saturday, and we've got a band called Shock Hazard. They should be around probably sometime next week. So, and I think Olives and Drugs are due in as well pretty soon, along with others. So, yeah, it's a good lineup. Keep listening. Keep listening. Plenty of artists coming in, recording stuff. I promise my interview technique will improve. But anyway, as we've got a few more interview segments, you can hear more from Steph and Matt a little bit later on. We're going to play a couple of other songs first. And
I think next up is it Adam Green?
Adam Green with a song called Drugs.
Yeah, and he's playing at the Wardrobe on Wednesday the 22nd. And tickets for £11.50. It's one of those weird amounts, isn't it? It's not like £10 or 15 or something. It's £11.50.
Probably extra sort of 50p, and I'm sure it's
£11.50. That's like
any of your bus fare home.
I don't have
babysitter's money, but it should be a good night.
Yeah.
I think
down there.
I reckon when you get to the point where you can charge £11.50 for a gig, then you're probably not in need of a bus.
Yeah, I think we're talking about the punters here, the people who are going to watch it.
Yeah, there is that.
But let's listen to Adam Green and see what he sounds like.
See how it is. Here we go.
There's a time that will come when the kitchen is sunny and there's just no other place I'd like to be. and everything's gone and my finger is longer. I never want to come down again. I feel so lonely, I feel so lonely. I got cold last night on a westbound train. I love the moonlight that combs the prairies. I got cold last night on a boxcar floor. Oh, my baby couldn't shave me that day. When my lady threw my drugs away, hey, I almost thought she'd need me to know I like drugs. I love them so. I like drugs. I like to linger in the alleyway. I like drugs. I like to hold them for a friend. And everything's gone and my finger is longer. I never want to come down again. I like to do drugs. I like to have drugs. I like to hold a cigarette full of grass in my hand until one morning, that ugly morning, when the brat got stabbed and the cat got drunk. Oh, my baby couldn't shave me that day. When my lady threw my drugs away, hey, I almost thought she'd need me to know I like drugs. I love them so. I like drugs.
You're listening to the Dangerous D and Philandering Phil show on South Leeds Community Radio.
All right, welcome back, and that was Scarlet Riot with Rock and Roll Queen, and they're playing at the Cockpit on Saturday the 25th of January, along with quite a few bands. There's No Consequence, Scream Blue Murder, Chronographs, and Ashesto Angels, Lock-In, Escape, The Justice, Portraits, Armageddon Outta Here.
I like that as a band name, actually, Armageddon Outta Here.
Fires.
I think there was a film with that name, something on YouTube anyway. I'll have to look it up properly.
Fires Over Broadway, Silence Will Fall, Kill the Silence. That's two bands with the word silence in them.
Not the Doctor Who silence sort of thing. Well, maybe it is, I don't know.
Doomed from Day One. So yeah, quite a lot of bands playing there, and tickets for £8. It sounds like...
I think you're getting something like 14, 15 bands for £8, you know.
Yeah, it's like 50p a band or something, yeah.
Yeah, if
and
it's
Saturday
good.
as well. So it's a weekend, Saturday, lots of bands.
If you like your louder guitars, then go there and do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's our good co-host for the day, Vic, walking into the studio very loudly in the middle of a set.
Hi, I'm sorry, I just had to go and look after my kangaroos.
All right, are they keeping well?
Yeah, they're doing all right, yeah. They've formed a community group and they're trying to help people in South Leeds. So if you see a kangaroo, remember,
hug it.
They're your friends.
Yeah, hug a kangaroo.
You could just hug everybody, really. Like everybody should just get on with each other. A man like Nelson Mandela died recently.
What, like him?
It was 60,
like him, not him.
It was this year just gone. It was 60 years since Malcolm X said what he said, and Malcolm X's niece was on the radio to commemorate it, and she said what he was saying was we all need to get on with each other and remember that we all do love each other and we're all brothers and sisters of the same family.
And hug a kangaroo.
Yeah.
Anyway,
don't forget hug a kangaroo.
Right,
Wise
moving
words
on.
there from Dick Dangerous. Right, shall we listen to more of this interview?
Yes. Here we are again with Steph Stephenson and Matt Bentley, and coming up in just 1 second is the next part of our amazing interview with them. Here you go. Okay, so we're back again with Steph and Matt, and a really creaky chair, which, it's getting on my nerves at the moment, but no worries. We've had the singing sounds of Steph and Matt with a song called Pollution, I believe. What was that song about, as such?
Pollution, maybe?
Well, quite likely.
That song was written when the riots were happening in London. I think it was a few years ago now. I was just watching the news and feeling a bit inspired. It's not really a political song, but it's about having compassion for other people and that kind of hippie feel. And I really
general love all the people sort of that.
kind of. Yeah, it's about having sympathy and for what people do. And I know that people were sort of reacting to what was happening with hate. And I thought, well, that's not really going to help anything really. So it's kind of about that.
Okay, brilliant. And who and what would you say sort of generally influences your songs and your music?
You can answer. Yeah.
So for me, it's I'm quite an old folky, so it's kind of like people like Richard Thompson, and then there's American singer-songwriters, people like Lydon Wynn and that, who and a guy called M. Ward, who I listen to quite a lot. So that's and people like James Taylor as well. So people I've grown up with. In fact, that's 3 Americans and 1 English guy. So actually, it might be more country really. That's my vibe, because I used to listen to R.E.M. a lot when I was younger. So those are the things I've grown up with, and then that kind of regurgitates itself in the way that I write and the type of songs that I put together. And then in terms of sort of what inspires me and what I write about, it can be anything. I've been writing a lot of love songs recently, which is fair enough.
Yeah, which is understandable, I suppose.
But before that,
given the new Super Duo, it's
But yeah, before that, it was more just about working and getting older. And I'm originally from Burnley, but I've been living in Leeds for like 7 years. So it's about stuff about moving away from your hometown and leaving people behind, and the friends that you used to hang around with and people you used to hang around with at university and stuff like that is that you gradually lose touch with as you get older, and all that depressing stuff. What about you?
Well, that pollution is quite as a kind of one-off, really. I think mostly it's just the same as you. It's about how you feel, and I write lots of songs about how I feel about myself and about life. And you generally write a song when you're feeling a bit annoyed with life, and you kind of get inspired that way. But obviously, Matt inspires me a lot now. So. Yeah.
And like your lyrics are
so sweet.
Oh.
Like your lyrics are quite they're always quite down to earth. Like
real.
Stuff.
Yeah. They're always sincere, I guess.
Because I kind of with what I grew up with, and then I was in a heavy metal band for 9 years as well, which you probably wouldn't believe, but until like 2009. So when I started writing, I had to kind of wean myself off that kind of pseudo philosophical crap. That trying to make songs about things that weren't about anything, or try and be metaphorical and really clever with my lyrics. And then I listened to some of Steph's stuff, and you hear that it's just singing about a day or something like that, or just singing about some stuff that happened, and you kind of think, yeah, maybe I should stop trying to write things that are clever and just write things that are good.
Kind of moving away from terrible teenage poetry then to day-to-day stories.
Yeah, exactly.
It's terrible teenage poetry up until about 23, 20.
We've all done it.
But I've had a while to wean myself off that, because I'm a bit older than Steph, so...
I went back home recently. I found my old notepad from when I was about 17, and all the random bits I'd written in there. And it, kind of cringing.
Yeah. I've got old diaries when I was 15. Awful.
I think because I started recording quite early, so I've actually got the albums to listen to. So I've got an album from like 2006.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. There's some alright songs on there, but so there's some not so okay songs. But you grow and you improve, don't you? So
obviously you've progressed a bit as you've got a little bit older. And any ideas on where it's going to go next, or are you about where you want to be and need to be?
For me, I mean, because I've got I work full time as well, and I enjoy my job, and it's not like I'm doing something that I don't particularly like. So for me, I'm not too worried. I don't want to be famous, or I don't want making music to be my living either. Because I don't want to have to pay the bills with it. Because once you start having to fill out tax returns for something that you love, I don't know. I just don't like the idea of commoditising it. So that's why I work, because I go to work because that's commoditised by the very fact that you've signed the contract and you go in there every day. Whereas music, you're not under pressure to write anything.
It's your passion, basically.
Yeah. You do realise that next year, when you've got the Christmas #1 and your pictures on lunch boxes and so on, and flasks and all the merchandise, and we're going to take a clip of you saying you don't want to be famous, or music, and we're going to play it on a loop.
I'm nothing if not a complete hypocrite, but yeah, so I'm kind of happy with where I am. I mean, so I guess what I want to do is just carry on writing with Steph, because what I'm enjoying doing at the moment is, because I've been a solo artist since I was 21, since I was 20 even, so the last 10 years, and it's enjoyable to actually take a back seat and do some of the harmonies and play some of the backing instruments and actually not be the centre of attention. So I'm enjoying, and in the writing process as well, just like Steph might come to me with a song, and if I can help along with that, but it's still her song, and I try not to take over too much. Raised eyebrows there, but yeah.
Yes, yeah. Fortunately, those don't really come across on the radio, so
insert raised eyebrows.
Yeah, I thought I'd better vocalise it. God, sorry. What about you, Chuck?
What next? Just carry on playing as always. I always think that maybe you get fed up and you think, I'm going to give this up, but you don't. You carry on because you enjoy it. So just carry on enjoying it. I can't wait to record my own album, because I've got my new EP, but I want a new album.
We've got enough songs now, haven't we?
And I want the Steph and Matt album. And I want more music videos, and I want to see I'm excited to see it, how how people receive the new EP. Really excited because that's just come out, so I can't wait, and that's really exciting.
What's that called again?
Oh, going out tomorrow, but it's out on the. We've got a launch on the 31st of March. At Mataporto, which is a bar in Leeds.
On Call Lane.
So, yeah, it's going to be out then. So in conjunction with the launch, it will be online to buy. So it's very exciting.
And where can people buy that?
Well, it'll be
a shameless plug here. Don't worry about it.
Well, it will, but it's not out yet to buy. That's the problem. But if you keep an eye on www.stepstephenson.com, then you'll see the news. So it's the same name twice. So if you just Google Steph Stephenson, you'll get that in. You'll get lots of nice videos on YouTube and things like that.
You'll be able to buy it on her site. So all the decent online shops for download, you'll be able to get it from, and you'll be able to buy
none of those shoddy ones, just for decent ones.
Exactly, all the ones you'd expect, and then obviously you'll be able to buy a physical copy from Steph's website, and that'll get posted out. So there's a mail order service as well.
Okay, sounds good. In the meantime, I suppose we should play another song.
Okay.
Okay. Right. We'll do that right now.
You're listening to the Dangerous D and Philandering Phil show on South Leeds Community Radio.
I'm Matt Bentley. This is a song called At Least We Tried, and I'll be singing it with Step Stephenson. How it haunts us. It's funny how we care. If somebody wants us, it makes us feel like we're really there. Oh, but it's okay. Please don't cry, it's fine. At least we tried. Oh, yeah, it's okay. Please don't cry, it's fine, because we tried. Oh, but tell them we're above it, so it takes us by surprise. Yeah, but secretly we love it, to be seen as good in someone else's eyes. Oh, but it's okay. Please don't cry, it's fine. At least we tried. Oh, yeah, it's okay. Please don't cry, it's fine, because we tried. Oh, we never really make it. We never reach that fame. We just go around and fake it, and there'll always be somebody else to blame. Yeah, but secretly we know it. Yeah, we know that we're no good, and though we'll never show it, there'll always be somebody else who would. Oh, but it's okay. Please don't cry, it's fine. At least we tried. Oh, yeah, it's okay. Please don't cry, it's fine, because we tried. Oh, yeah, it's okay. Please don't cry, it's fine. At least we tried. Oh, 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 yeah, it's okay. Please don't cry, it's fine, because we tried. Oh,
Okay, folks, we're back again. That was Stephanie Stephenson and Matt Bentley with a song called At Least We Tried. Anyway, who we got up next, Dangerous D?
Right, next up we have Barcode Zebra with a song called Into the Night. And they're playing at the Junction Inn in Otley on Saturday the 25th of January.
So be there or be square.
Yes, be square if you're not there. Anyways, yeah, moving on. You know what, before we play that, I do have...
No.
Yes.
I
yes,
think we've
indeed.
got quite a busy schedule, haven't we?
We have a very busy show today, but there's always room for at least one terrible zebra-based joke. Okay, right, I'll do the joke now. Okay, one day a teacher decides to play an animal game in the classroom. So she holds a picture of a giraffe and asks if anyone knows what it is, and none of the kids raise their hands. So the teacher says, well, it's got a long neck. What animal has a really long neck? So little Sally, she holds up a hand and says, oh, it's a giraffe. Oh, yeah, very good, Sally, says the teacher. Anyway, next she holds up a picture of a zebra. See, zebra-based jokes and everything.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think everyone gets that, yeah.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Get on with it!
I'll get on with it. Okay, anyway, none of the kids hold up their hands, so she says, okay, you see the stripes on this animal? What animal has stripes? So little Billy, he holds up his hand and says, oh, it's a zebra. Oh, yeah, very good, Billy, the teacher replies, and yeah, all good. And then finally, she holds up a picture of a deer. And again, none of the students hold up their hands, and it's like, okay, look, I'll give you a clue. See the big antlers on this animal? What animal has horns like this? And still, none of the kids can get the animal. It's like, okay, it's got horns, big horns, but and it's like, okay, I'll give you another clue. It's something that your mum might call your dad. It's like, oh right, yeah, I've got it. Says one of the kids. Is it a horny git?
Hey! Didn't ding
You know
That's
what?
why Phil works on radio.
Vic, I'm going to take that little bit you just did. I'm going to use that every time I tell a joke from now on. Every week. Yeah, there we go. We got it. I'm taking that little segment and every joke I tell, that's going on there. But anyways, okay, I suppose we should probably just listen to Barcode Zebras roundabout now, shouldn't we?
Let's just do that, yeah.
Let's do that before we just start recording
All
our jingles for the next year in one segment.
Okay, let's go for it.
It's getting hot in here.
Okay. I thought it was temperate, but... Okay, here's the song.
Darkness, it covers us without regret.
You're listening to the Dangerous D and Philandering Phil show on South Leeds Community Radio.
All right, welcome back. That was The Glovers with a song called He's Not Mine. And they're playing at Cafe Lento on Friday the 24th of January. It starts around 8 and it's £5 on the door.
Anyway, yeah, okay, on the subject of gloves.
No.
Yeah, I know.
No.
You realise I'm going to have a terrible joke about this. It's kind of the format of the show. It's what we do.
You do.
Well, it's what I do. Okay, I admit that much. But nonetheless, you love it. You do.
I love it when you're masterful.
There we go. I'm very masterful. Cheers. What did we decide your radio name was going to be? Dick Dangerous.
Dick Dangerous.
Yeah.
Be careful.
You've actually got quite a famous brother, haven't you?
Yeah. I don't like to mention it, but my big brother, you might know him. He used to play in a little known band called the Happy Mondays, and our kids fucking Bez. So whatever. There you go. Deal with it.
What?
Well, as long as Bez consents.
Yeah, so long as Bez is into it.
I'm Dangerous D's younger brother. I'm the Manchester connection, and we're fucking out there. Excuse me. we're coffee and tea, and we love all you Leeds people. So
Okay.
come on, let's keep it large.
Wonderful,
Excellent.
magical
Yeah.
stuff. Coherent and
Yep.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. Right. Okay, so, yeah, Right, we need to listen to the Glovers, yeah?
we just listened to the Glovers.
Oh, yeah, we did, yeah. We
Second
need to
ago.
listen to the next.
Everyone's almost as out of it as
Right.
Dick over here. Anyway, okay, no worries. We're going to come into another interview segment in a moment or so. But first, as we've just listened to the Glovers,
I was hoping
I
not.
do have a terrible glove-related joke, and the distraction hasn't worked.
Damn.
Okay, anyway, so a woman, she's taking a lover during the day while her husband's at work. Anyway, one day, a 9-year-old son comes home and... one day her husband comes home and, everything's still going on, and nobody realises that the little boy, who was 9 years old, is hidden in the cupboard. Anyway, so the wife quickly stashes away the lover in the cupboard, where he sees this little boy sort of looking at him, and he's like, "Oh, hi." Well, first of all, God, I'm messing this one up, aren't I? The little boy. Yes, very much so.
How to mess up a terrible joke and make it work.
How to make a terrible joke
By
even worse.
Philandering Phil.
Anyway. Okay. So, little boy and the lover, they're both in the cupboard while the wife's talking to her husband.
It's a bit
The
Jimmy
little
Savile, this one, Phil.
No, don't worry, it doesn't go that way. There's no Rolf Harris sort of thing. It's fine.
Alright, get on with it anyway.
No tying kangaroos down
These
in
people
this.
have got precious time and we can't steal it from them.
Oh, well, I'm determined to suck every last minute out of them. Anyways, okay.
If anybody's listening who's not related or friends with Phil, big up yourselves.
Okay, so the little boy says, "It's dark in here." And the guy goes, "Oh, yeah, it is." The boy says, "Well, I've got a baseball." Man, well, okay, yeah, that's nice. "Do you want to buy it?" says the boy. The man says, "Well, no thanks." The boy says, "My dad's outside." So the man, realising what's going on, goes, "Oh, okay, yeah, how much?" He goes, "Well, 250 quid. So the guy, he has to cough up and buy the baseball for 250 quid.
There used to be a pool table in this room.
Maybe they did. Anyway, completely unrelated. Anyway, a week later, exactly the same thing happens. The husband gets home early. The guy hides in the cupboard. Boy's there. It's dark in here. It's like, this time, though, I've got a baseball glove as well. Okay, son, how much do you want for it? And anyway, it's like 750. Guy coughs up, gives the kid the money, buys the baseball glove. Until, finally, one day, the son's out playing with his dad. He goes, well, why don't you go get your baseball glove and the ball and we'll play a bit of catch? It's like, well, I can't. I've sold my glove and my ball. So, you sold them? How much for? £1,000. That's far more than they're worth. You realise you've just ripped somebody off really, really badly. I'm going to take you to church and make you confess. So, anyway, he takes the kid to church, sits him down in the confession box. He goes, "Oh, it's dark in here." And from the other side of the thing, "Oh, not this again." Okay, anyway, it definitely wasn't worth the sort of 5 or so minutes of delivery.
I first met Phil after attending a day centre where I met many people who had different challenging personalities.
Many challenges in their lives. Is this where we're going with this? Yes.
What you've got to remember is you've got to dance to your own tunes. But these are Phil tunes. He's alright.
Well, I suppose you can't really dance to the next thing we're going to play because it's the
interview.
Next part of the interview with Steph Stephenson and Matt Bentley.
That's rubbish. Right. I've danced to many interviews and generators.
Okay,
well, Dick Dangerous, you dance. We'll listen.
Okay, anyway.
I'm the minstrel man. I'm the shoeshine man. I'm your brother man. Watch me dance.
You most certainly are, sir. Anyway, coming up after this jingle is the interview, part 3.
You're listening to the Dangerous D and Philandering Phil show on South Leeds Community Radio.
Okay, so we're back again with Steph and Matt. Steph and Matt, not Matt and Steph, as we've been over. And, right, okay, more questions for you. First of all, when are your next gigs? So, we have a gig guide, so when can people go see you?
We've got quite a few coming up, so I will tell you now. I brought them up on my my computer. So we've got one on Saturday, and that is in Burnley.
What date is that?
That's the 18th of January. Right. So Saturday the 18th of January, and that's in Burnley. That's at Sanctuary Rock Bar in Burnley. Then 1st of Feb, we're playing in Holmfirth at the Postcard Inn. Is that a Sunday? No, that's a Saturday as well, isn't it? And then we're playing on the 9th of Feb at the Tap Room in Batley, and that is a Sunday. That's their Sunday folk sessions.
Yeah, really good venue. That played a lot of stuff that's been going through there. So
yeah,
it's really nice. It's really nice.
Then there's Steph's EP launch on the 31st of March, which is a Monday. That's at a Porto in Leeds as part of Gaslight Club. Then it's getting on a bit. The 20th of April we're playing in Colne at the Green Chimney, and then on the 8th of May we're playing in Cleethorpes at the Seafront Sessions, which is Mucky Muldoon's Bar. It says on there, so there you go.
Sounds good. I've never been, but
so that's on the Seafront.
It's quite far away, that one.
I think that's a Thursday, but
it's a bit of a trek, but
it will be a trek.
Booking a couple of days off, so we're going to book the afternoon off to get over there, and then we're going to have a Friday and a long weekend in Cleethorpes. I think I've looked at what there is to do in Cleethorpes. There's some sort of train and is there some
zoo?
Zoo? I don't know.
No.
There's something to do with animals.
Theme park or something.
There's a zoo. It's like a safari park.
There's a sea and there's definitely the sea.
It's got to be ice
cream.
cream.
Donkeys on the beach.
Excellent. There we go. So we'll be in Cleethorpes, living the dream.
Are you thinking about camping over there?
No, probably B&B or a little hotel or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I think the gig's at a hotel.
Oh, well, there you go. Then we'll just stop at Mucky Muldoon's.
Yeah, if you get free accommodation for playing, then. You know.
Well, I don't know, but near Mucky Muldoon's, it's a good place to have a weekend away, isn't it?
That sounds all right. Yeah, a few sandcastles on the beach, stick of rock.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Fish
ice
and
cream.
Chips on the pier.
Oh, fish and chips, yeah.
Yeah, fish and chips.
Can't wait.
Definitely.
I want to come. Can I come?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, brilliant. It's the first outing for the Dangerous D and Philandering Phil show.
Why not?
Everybody's invited to Cleethorpes.
Let's all go to Cleethorpes. Listeners, come to Cleethorpes.
We'll put a bus on.
Yeah, that'd be good. Just contact us for bookings. Okay, so yeah, that sounds like a good gig. What would you say has been your best gig so far?
I would say that my best gig was probably one I put on myself, actually, which is often the case. Well, there's two, actually. There was one a while ago I put on in Colne at a little cafe called Jim's Cafe. It holds about 70 people, and that's exactly how many people we squeezed through the door. It was with a guy called John Gom, who
nice guy. Yeah, met him a few times.
Some of you will have. So it was before he got big time, before his YouTube video that got all the millions of hits. It was about a year.
Fry sharing it and the whole lot.
It was about a year or two before that. Although I still see him around. We saw him on last Wednesday, in fact, down at the Grove Open Mic Night. But it was well before any of that stuff that kicked off and all the worldwide tours and things. But yeah, it was really lovely. The place was packed out, and so that was one of my favourite ones. And then my other favourite gig was my last album launch, which was in May 2012, and that was at Porto, which is partly why Steph's doing hers there as well, because mine was really, really nice. My album launch was lovely, so again we packed the place out, put some food on for people. I think, do you make some flapjack?
Yeah.
Steph made flapjack, I made sandwiches.
Free flapjack and sandwiches.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, my kind of gig.
And that was a really nice gig. I think those two are my favourites.
Yeah, I remember seeing John Gorm, you were talking about, play a while ago. I had a job back in, I think, 2006, working as a cameraman on random things. And one of them was just a little freebie one that I did, was filming him at a place called Mixington, which think he's changed name about 5 times since then.
Was it Mr. Ben's for a bit? Or?
Yeah, it was Mr. Ben's Comedy Club, and then it was something else, and I'm not sure what it is now.
Down near Trinity, I think they've changed it into. It's still a bar, I think. I'm not sure.
Some kind of bar, but I've not been for a while. But I remember on the day of that gig, I was meant to borrow a camera from somebody who didn't turn up with it. Apparently, they missed the train. So I'm running around trying to find a camera which I can use for my part of this gig. Eventually, what I had to do was borrow loads of money from a few friends here and there, go into a shop, buy a camera,
my God!
Then return it the next day for a refund. Say, I got it for someone as a present, but it turns out someone else got them one too.
Oh dear.
It's a good thing they did take it back, otherwise I would have owed an absolute fortune to a few people.
Well, it's industrious, it's a good idea.
But you didn't give them the pictures?
No, I was fine.
Leave the memory stick in there or whatever, yeah.
What about your favourite gigs?
That's a really hard question, that, my favourite gigs. Any gig that anybody's danced at, or... and I've been really shocked when I've been playing my songs and people have been dancing. It's just, it's crazy, and I love it. Or anybody's been singing along. It's quite general, really, that. But we played a festival this summer. Galtres was amazing.
Yeah, that was ace.
And just little gigs. We went open mic on Wednesday. I've got a very short-term memory. The gig on Wednesday at the Grove. It was just an open mic night, but it was beautiful because people were listening and they laughed, and it just made me feel great. It was really good, but plenty.
I love the Grove. It's a really small sort of intimate room, isn't it, where we put on most of the open mic. Every Wednesday, I go down there every now and again. But
you should come to that then. We'll see you there then.
Okay, brilliant. I'll be there next time. But it's that guy who runs it. I think his name's Matt as well, isn't it?
White.
Yeah, Matt White, that's it. Always got the moleskin notebook, which...
Yes.
That notebook must be worth an absolute fortune by now with all the people.
Does it have everybody? That's like, really?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
I think he's gone through a few notebooks. Like he's been running it 10 years.
I can't imagine what his reaction would be like if he lost rides.
Oh god, that's really lovely. That.
But yeah, they do a little mini festival down there once a year as well, don't they?
Yeah, we played at the last one, Grove Fest.
Okay, I was there for one of the days of it, but
yeah, we were on the Sunday.
Oh, I think I was there for the Saturdays.
You're thinking about having your wedding party there, I think.
Yeah, it was an idea.
An idea, yeah.
I'm trying not to give away too much to Mariam at home, but anyway, no. Sorry, we talked about it on the show before, but she's away and she's not listened to that one. So she'll listen to this one.
Yeah, well, that's not actually happening. You thought about it.
Yeah, we just talked about us doing the wedding reception and everything at the pub.
So it sounds like you're planning the wedding without her knowing.
Yeah, we applied for Don't Tell the Bride.
Oh, no way, really?
I don't know if we're on yet, but hopefully we are, so it's not too bad, you get 12 grand to do the wedding. And
oh, really?
Yeah, which is about 11 grand more than I could raise otherwise.
How much of that's going to go on the beer?
None, not a penny. It's going to be a very sober couple of weeks of organisation, diligent planning. But anyway, okay, so we've talked about the best gigs you've ever had. What about the worst? The gig from hell?
Well, you never get the worst gigs. You do get quite a lot of... Well, the latest one, again, short-term memory, at the tap rooms. It wasn't the worst gig, it was a lovely gig, but we did have one audience member, didn't we? That was a challenge.
He was. He was singing. He was singing football songs about Bradford. We're Barmy, and then the rest of it you can't say on radio. Really, really loud. Really, really loud. But to be fair, the gig itself was really lovely.
It wasn't a bad gig.
The guy running it, Chris, came and had a word with the fella singing the football songs, and he quietened down for about 30 seconds, and then he started again. No, it's difficult to say about.
Well, it'd be so bad if you were singing your songs, but yeah.
No, it was but Bradford football songs.
I don't think you have worst gigs or bad gigs. You have challenges at gigs, I think.
So what's the most interesting challenge you've had?
Well, the guy singing the football songs was pretty interesting. There was, I mean, it depends. I mean, yeah, it's not so much that there's bad gigs. I mean, you can play gigs where there's nobody listening, and then the challenge is just, play your songs and get off the stage and go home and chalk it up to experience.
Try to get further attention, or
sometimes it's not possible. I mean, the thing is I used to get angry about it, but you can kind of gauge when you're playing somewhere. I mean, if they've put you in with the bar, and there's people at the bar. The people at the bar are there to have a drink and have a good time. They don't need someone on stage telling them to shut up and keep quiet. They're there talking to their friends. So you just know what it is. It's that kind of gig. Okay, so play your songs. Don't worry too much about trying to get everyone's attention, and just go go home afterwards and wait for the next one. Because for every good gig you have, you'll have one like that. But it doesn't matter. You'll still have good gigs.
So long as you're enjoying yourself and. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. A guy who runs the acoustic night or open mic night at the New Conservatory every Thursday. Yeah, Ben Creeves. Do you know him?
Yeah, I know Ben. Yeah, he's a friend of mine.
Oh yeah, he's a cool guy.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, I remember him complaining a while ago that every now and again it'll coincide with a football for the acoustic night, so you just end up sort of playing to a crowd which is facing in the other direction where the TV is. And
well, I've played down at the New Conservatory when that's happened, and it's it can go that way. I mean, I don't particularly mind with audience members. It's when it's other artists, so it kind of gets me a little bit angry. When you've sat and watched somebody and then you go on after them and they sit with their back to you, or they talk over the top of you, or they just leave. I always try and stick around to watch at least one act or a couple of acts after I've been on, just because it's. They've been there and they've been watching you. But again, when you've been doing it for 10 years, you kind of get used to it and you don't worry about it. If that's still bothering you after 10 years, then you might as well stop.
Yeah,
exactly. It's always going to happen, but you just get used to it.
Get up there, enjoy yourself. You've both got really good music. Your melodies sound quite good. I like the way that they work together. So yeah.
Oh, thank you.
It's just about enjoying yourself, isn't it? I mean, that's the main thing.
Anyway, on the subject of these melodies, I think it's about time that we heard another one.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, here we go.
You're listening to the Dangerous D and Philandering Phil show on South Leeds Community Radio.
This one's called These Lies, and I'm Matt Bentley, and Steph Stephenson's going to be singing along with me too.
take my time. I do it all the time, and I find it's okay. Tend to get results that way, and it took a while for me to find you out, and I'm glad I waited. Kept my counsel in my head, kept myself company instead, and always slept alone in bed. Do you believe me? I hope you do. I only tell these lies to you. Well, you can cheer me up You gave your all with all the things you took, and it would break my little heart if the endings ever start. Yeah, my world gets torn apart every time you smile. Do you believe me? I hope you do. I only like this to you. Tear down the stars just to win your heart, and well, you know that can't possibly be true. But I only tell these lies to you. So tell me, what else can I do to show you I'm yours right through? Do you believe me? I hope you do. I only say these words too.
Yeah.
Thank
Nice
you.
one. Okay, and there was another fine song by Steph Stephenson and Matt Bentley. Anyway, as we're running a bit short on time, I'm going to skip straight ahead past all my terrible jokes, which you're so accustomed to by now, and move on to the next song, and that is by Isimo. That's I'm not certain if I'm pronouncing that right, we'll soon find out. ISSIMO, anyway, Isimo. With a song called Like You Do, and they're playing at the library on Friday the 24th of January, along with Soul Virtus, Hearts and Souls, and The Gorgeous Chains. Tickets are $5.50, so it's a bargain. Get yourselves down there.
Silky thread of the words you spin. Those who fell before you catch my eye just to watch me fall. You see of all my sorrow, you see of all my joy. Maybe I am just a fool, but when you sing it like you do, you make me feel it's true. And I don't know if the rhythm of your words beat to the rhythm of your heart, or if they beat apart. Those words you sing don't just catch my ear, they crawl inside, said all I hear. Feelings that you stole from me, visions only I could see. You see of all my sorrow, you me feel it's true. And I don't know if the rhythm of your words beat to the rhythm of your heart, or if they beat a box. Your lines reel me in, your words are akin to the place where your hook pierced my skin. Maybe I am just a fool, but when you sing it like you do, you make me feel it's true. And I don't know if the rhythm of your words beat to the rhythm of your heart, or if they beat apart. Maybe I am just a fool, but when you sing it like you do, you make me feel it's true. Yeah. And I don't know if the rhythm of your words beat to the rhythm of your heart, or if they beat apart, or if they beat apart.
You're listening to the Dangerous D and Philandering Phil show on South Leeds Community Radio.
I got the lovesick blues, the lovesick blues. I dream about you all the time. Day and night, night and day, you know that I ain't lying. You and I were meant to be like the sweet gardenia and the bumblebee. I got the lovesick blues, I got lovesick blues. I dream about you all the time. Lovesick blues, I got lovesick blues. I dream about you all the time. Summer, winter, autumn's fall. My heart feels heavy than a cannonball. With a women moan, with me howl. I wouldn't care if you was my gal. I got the lovesick blues, I got lovesick blues. I dream about you all the time. Lovesick blues, I got lovesick blues. I dream about you all the time. Sun come up, sun go down, the whole world spin around and round. Now I may not know our destination, but I'm stuck on you until the revolution. Got the lovesick blues, I got lovesick blues. I dream about you all the time, I really mean it. I dream about you all the
Okay, folks, we're back again. That was the Shanghai Syncopactors with a song called... What was the song called? Ah, here we go. It was called Lovesick Blues. Obviously, by the fact that they kept repeating the line Lovesick Blues throughout the song. And anyway, they're playing at the Cellar Bar on Sunday the 26th of January, and it's free entry, so again, free gig. go and enjoy it. Might as well. It's free. Anyway, when I say that we're back, that's not technically true. What you're listening to right now is actually recorded about 2 or 3 days after the main show was recorded. It's been an odd show, this one, in that we've recorded it in about 3 different sittings, with one part with Steph and Matt, obviously, who we have been listening to throughout the show. And, then yesterday, 2 days ago, we came down to record the rest of it, all our little links and the rest of the music and the general gig guide. But because the person in the studio before us ran a little late, we didn't have time to finish it, so we got a final half hour to do. But Dangerous D, he didn't turn up to record his bit, but fortunately, we do have the wonderful Vic Dangerous here, or Dick Dangerous as he's going by, or Vic Diculous, whatever we're going to call him, and he does a very good Dangerous D impersonation. So, for all intents and purposes, for the remainder of the show today, Vic Diculous shall be Dangerous D. How are you right now, Dangerous D?
I'm fine, thanks, Phil. Hello to all the listeners.
You might need to be a little bit closer to the mic.
I'm fine, thanks, Phil. Hello to all the listeners out there.
Oh, very good, Dangerous D. And anyway, obviously, we do have to ask you why you hadn't turned up. Is it because of another accident like you had that time on the show before, where you were on the way to the studio and soiled yourself en route and had to go home and change your pants?
It could possibly be that one, yes.
Okay, I see. So it could possibly be that you've soiled yourself again and had cause to go home and change your underwear.
I'm sticking to that story.
Yeah, you could have just lied and said something completely innocent and not at all as bad as having soiled yourself. Do you find the problem embarrassing, or are you quite proud of your self-defecation?
Everybody's good at something.
Okay, and in your case, it is soiling yourself.
That's right, Phil, yeah.
Well, yeah, I suppose everybody has to have a talent. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to the next interview segment with not James Coley, sorry, I was interviewing him earlier. No, this segment is with Step Stephenson and Matt Bentley. Anyway, enjoy it.
You're listening to the Dangerous D and Philandering Phil Show on South Leeds Community Radio.
Okay, and we're back again with Steph and Matt. And I believe Dangerous D here had a question. It seems like it's been me asking most of them so far, so off you go.
Yeah, well, I've got a couple of questions. Favourite colour?
Favourite colour? Probably for me, green.
Oh, don't know. Pink, purple.
Green, purple.
Within that kind of
Pink.
part of the spectrum, anyway.
Yeah, it's a spectrum. Yeah.
Oh, cool. How many roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man?
6.
6, right.
Okay.
I've always wondered that.
Settled that. I thought it was 42.
49.
No, that's meaning life.
Oh yeah, answer to life, universe and everything.
It's just a question that's a bit confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's never quite worked out the ultimate question, did they? But
Right.
what is the ultimate question?
That's
6.
6.
No, is it?
Is that a question?
It is a question mark on the end.
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
Or got 6, then it's a question.
Okay, have you got any more of these questions?
Well, important questions.
Yeah, or shall I? Okay, go for it. Ask another.
What do you think about the decor in the studio? Is it good?
I was thinking, I love the clock because it's South Leeds Community Radio clock.
Yeah.
And it's blue and it matches the brand, the image.
And the time's right.
Yeah, unlike Phil's watch.
I don't have a watch.
Well, your phone, whatever.
Mine's drawn on most of the time.
Right, you told me to get here 15 minutes early today.
To be fair though, my phone was out. It did say 2 minutes past when I arrived, and no, it turns out that it was actually 1:15. It was a long walk through the woods trying to get here, and it's wet, and I slipped on a lot of things. It wasn't the most pleasant of journeys, but it was worth it.
Yeah, you
Definitely been worth it.
You persevered, you got here.
Anyway, okay, so a final serious question before we have to say goodbye, as we're running out of time now. There's plenty of musicians playing around Leeds. Who have you played with so far, and who would you recommend for our listeners?
Who have we played with so far?
Oh, goodness me.
Oh, yeah, everybody. I would recommend, I'm probably going to steal some of yours, but I would recommend John Gom, really good guy, Gary Stewart, Hayley Gaffney, Jasmine Kennedy. Who else would I recommend? I'm going to offend someone by not recommending.
I actually saw Hayley Gaffney the other night.
Yeah, she's excellent.
Yeah.
Well, there's a guy not
Really
a lot of people have heard of, but he plays around sort of Armley kind of area and runs a couple of open mic nights. A guy called Aidan Garbett. He's really good as well. What about you?
Oh God!
Have I nicked them all?
No, you haven't said Mr. Gary C.
I haven't said Mr. Gary C. Mr. Gary C.
Mr. Gary C. Martin Plott,
Yep.
Scott Wainwright.
Yep.
We've played Scott quite a few times on the
Oh
show.
wow! Yeah.
In fact, it might even be coming down at some point. Which
cool.
We've asked him, but we just need to work out dates.
Yeah.
Burnside.
Yeah, Matt Burnside. Well, I like the girls, Hannah Ray, and yeah, well, the girls have gone out of my head, and there's not many girls, so
you realise everyone's going to listen to this.
All the girls,
the one that you exclude or don't mention.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm scared of now.
There's so much,
There's more girls than that.
Yeah, Lee Sun.
Oh yes.
Alice Oster-Japuk.
She's more York. Isn't
She's
she?
more York based. Yeah.
Loads of people.
There's so much talent in Leeds that it's hard to mention everyone, obviously.
Yeah, I mean that's just off the top of.
If you've not been mentioned, it doesn't mean they hate you.
That's true. We played with them with lots of amazing people, don't we?
That's because that's the thing I was thinking is because when I was playing in Leeds a lot back in sort of 2010-11, more than I do now, and you'd play sort of every single week, and you play with somebody new every single week, and you think how are there all these new people every single week? You'd almost never play with the same person twice. So it's virtually impossible to remember everybody. But yeah, it's.
I mean, the great thing about Leeds as well, it's got kind of like a floating population where you've got different.
It does have the canal, yeah.
Yeah, different people. Right. There's different people coming in. Like every year, there's a new influx of students.
Yeah,
true. It is a student city, so.
Well, part of it is.
Yeah, part of it is. So you get quite a lot of new people coming in. And yeah,
it's interesting though because the students don't seem to engage with a lot of the acoustic, or certainly not the acoustic scene that I'm on. You don't see too many of the students. Natalie Holmes, that's another one.
There you go, Natalie.
But yeah, the students don't really. I think there's almost like a bubble that people, because you come into that campus bubble,
Hyde Park, Headingley sort of bubble,
but more of a social one. You hang out with people from the university, so they don't know anything about it because they're not from Leeds, and then you don't really see the posters because they don't put the posters up around the campus. So you'd have to get out. Because you do see some students, but I've spoken to a few of them and say, if only we'd have known that this sort of stuff was going on. It's like every night of the week, mate. I mean, I think Leeds Music Scene, the website. The guy who runs that, Dave, did a thing for 2013, and there was something like 4,067 gigs, I think, which is just the ones that were put up that the music team managed to.
Were on there, yeah.
Were on there, and 4,700 individual artists, not 4,700 people, 4,700 individual artists.
No repetition, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
When you say artists as well, that's including, say, a unit which is a full band, so that's maybe
absolutely.
5 different people in that band.
Absolutely. So.
You sure it didn't include like repetitions?
No, he said no. I mean, it might have done, but that's what he said. He said he counted it up. No repetitions, 4,700 individual acts.
Well, we know that there's a hell of a lot of artists out there anyway in Leeds.
Well, I think, I say we do the weekly gig guide. I think even on the quietest week of the year, around about Christmas, we still manage to fill a 2-hour show every week.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. So it's incredible when you think about the amount of stuff that's going on in the city. So as you say, there's an influx of new people every year. I think that the people who are here for the long haul, the people who live here, like myself, could potentially do more to try and engage with some of them. Because it's not the students' fault. We need to actually go out and
go out and let them know what's happening and where.
Exactly.
The only problem is if you try handing out flyers, there's so many people handing them out.
Yeah, exactly. It's difficult. We must be able to work something out though.
Oh yeah, there's got to be ways.
Let's start an outreach programme.
I tried years ago handing out flyers for a gig which was putting together up at I think Royal Panic Cellars.
Yeah.
And anyway, handing out flyers outside the uni it just seemed pointless because obviously you have a glance at them maybe, so it gets stuffed in a pocket and never read.
Yeah.
So to get people's attention, we tried using costumes. This girl I was working with on it went to the costume shop, got 2 different costumes, a French maid's outfit and a gorilla suit. I didn't realise though that we had to toss a coin over who wore which costume. I ended up with a French maid's outfit.
Oh no!
Hey, well, you got the hair for it.
Yeah, at the time it was shorter, but
attractive bob.
Oh yeah, I know. I really need to cut this. It's all over the place at the moment.
I can't talk. I've got no hair.
Yeah, just envious.
True. I'm just sitting there shining my head.
But it's a fine beard though. I've never been able to grow one, so I just compensate by having more hair on my head.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, okay, I think that's about all we've got time for now. So, any last points you want to make on the album, the websites, and
I'll do a final plug, and then Steph can do a final plug. So, if you want to find out about me, you can find out about me at www.mattbentley.co.uk, or you can just Google Matt Bentley. And I think the second thing that comes up, because there is in fact a wrestler who is also called Matt Bentley.
Oh, you're a wrestler as well?
No, although I do get mistaken for him because of my godlike physique. But there's... and then if you go on the website, you can... there's lots of videos on there. You can get to our YouTube channels. And you can buy my album from that website, which is in the shop section, or you can find it on all the good online shops.
Sound like a proper real advert.
Well, I'm just reeling it off. I'm just thinking, what else do I need to say?
If you like the songs, now buy the fragrances.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Order Bentley. And then, sorry.
And the dirt is gone.
What? No, that's Silly Bang.
Bentley.
It's late. I don't know what I'm talking about. That sounded really bad.
Bentley, the audience is gone.
Yeah. You can find me on www.stepstephenson.com. Same name twice. SDEPH, and Steph Stephenson in Google, and you get some lovely videos on YouTube of me and Matt singing together. So definitely check that out if you've got the Tinterweb.
Yep.
Thank you very much for listening, and thank you very much for having us.
Hang on.
What?
Thank you very much for coming down.
Hang on, one last thing. Just a reminder that Steph's EP launch is the 31st of March at Oporto, so make sure everyone comes down to that. We need to plug it.
Yeah.
We've only mentioned
31st of March.
Free, what is it?
So, when is that again?
31st of March.
31st of March.
Where is that?
Oporto.
Call Lane Leeds.
Free food.
Yes, will definitely be cake. Yeah.
And sandwiches.
Cake and sandwiches at Oporto on the 31st.
With good music.
Oporto, the 31st.
Yeah. Gary Stewart
repeating it.
Actually, Gary Stewart, who we mentioned, is going to be one of the support acts on that. So
Matt will be featured, and
featured heavily.
And Gary Stewart, and hopefully a couple of special guests. But we shall see.
Yeah.
Oh, and we hope you enjoy the CDs.
Oh yeah,
thanks a lot. Yeah,
we will do. We'll over the next couple of shows, and all good.
You. Oh, thank you very much.
Yes, thanks
keep
for having
looking
us.
The 31st at Oporto.
Yes, we will.
Free food and music.
It's going to be good. Go.
Yeah, do. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thanks for having us.
It's been a pleasure, and brilliant. We'll see you very soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Next gig. Anyway, I'm always awkward
The
with goodbye,
31st.
31st.
All that road trip to Cleethorpes that we had planned.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see you in Cleethorpes with fish and chips.
Yes. We'll build sandcastles. It's going to be great.
Absolutely.
We'll ride for donkeys. And, well, that's probably about it, really.
Yeah, swimming at sea.
All right, thanks for coming on.
Thanks a lot.
Anyway, right, okay. This goodbye's going on a long time, isn't it? So, okay, we'll play the final song which you recorded for us. And, okay, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
You're listening to the Dangerous D and Philandering Phil show on South Leeds Community Radio.
Okay, folks, well, we're coming to the end of the show now, and what an interesting week it's been. It was brilliant, a few songs there by Steph Stephenson and Matt Bentley. It's a shame for the final leg of the show we couldn't be joined by Dangerous D, but never mind, hopefully she'll be back for next week's show, where we've got a brand new session for you to listen to. Anyways, right now, I'm looking to the right of me, and Vic Diculous is fast asleep on the fold-out bed in my living room. That's Bez's younger brother there snoring away, along with a dog too, which it's quite amusing. Anyways, I suppose we should move on to our final songs of the day. And next up, we've got a guy called Soweto Kinch with a song called Help. He's playing at 7 in Chapel Allerton. That's the 7 Arts Centre. On Thursday the 23rd of January. And let's see, it goes on from 8 till 11 p.m. Tickets are 16 quid or 14 quid with concessions. There's also a thing with, full-time student standby tickets on the door for only £5. But anyway, here's Soweto Kinch. Enjoy it, and goodbye for this week.
high.